Okay, so this is the in pest, rodents, icky things you don't want in your house. These are the repellers. Now I have 6, but for the purpose of this demo, you don't need to see all 6. Really, really simple to do. All you're gonna do is plug it in on a ground level outlet. So if you have higher outlets, not ideal to use in there. It's better to use the ones on the ground. And then you're just literally gonna turn it on. So the different settings are going to be different frequencies. So this one is silent. Can't hear it at all. The frequency is that which is disruptive for insects and of that nature. This next one, I don't know if you can hear it. It has a slight hiss. You can probably hear that. Okay, so the reason there are 3 settings, and I'm just gonna send it back to the blue one. Okay, so if you are going to be out of town for a while, I would recommend setting it to the high frequency, that red, because it's going to disrupt everything while you're gone. First off, this sound isn't gonna bother you, but it's gonna be the most obnoxious. And then if you want to, maybe in the evening on, especially when if you're dealing with an issue that you're really needing to get eradicated, obviously the higher you're setting, the quicker the disruption and all the whole bit. If we're talking about just maintenance, probably leaving it on this blue all the time is fine, but anytime you leave the house and there's not activity for an extended period of time, it is inviting creatures. So if you're going to be out of town for longer than, just like a quick trip or to this, I would just go ahead and set it to that red setting while you're gone and just keep everything at bay. If you're dealing with rodents, I would definitely encourage you to have it on this yellow, which can you even tell? It's yellow. This yellow setting. You'll get honestly, I think you can't much hear it, but it's really gonna disrupt things. And then that might be fantastic for you overnight if you're dealing with an active rodent issue until that's become eradicated. So usually within the first week, you're going to have increased activity because things are getting annoyed and they're starting to flee and come out of their little hidey holes. So don't think it's not working. It actually is. It's a sign it's working. So sometimes it gets a little bit worse before it gets better. By week 2, they're starting to really die off and flee in the whole bit. By 3-4 weeks, your situation should be pretty well handled. So stick with it. Don't get discouraged if you're like, it's made it so much worse. That's actually it working. If you have ever had your house treated for bugs, usually after they've come is when you'll be like, how come I'm seeing more? It's because everyone's getting out. So stick with it. It is effective. 1 in every room is suggested for optimal use. Obviously we're not talking about every bathroom needs to have one, but main rooms, bigger rooms, things like that, having 1 in every room will really help keep your situation well under control and it won't even be an issue.